Yeah.
We're back. Golf's back, baby. Hi guys, Thomas here, out here at the local Northcote Golf Course. As you all know, golf's come back since COVID has stopped. We're here to showcase today the beautiful Northcote Golf Course. It's not your upper class golf course, but it is a very nice golf course. Groundskeepers have been working real hard over the last 2-3 months to keep the course neat and tidy. There's also been locals walking the park every day, bringing their dogs here, having picnics with their family. So we're here to check out the course and see the condition that it's in today.
Jesse here. Been 3 months without golf. Let's see if I actually remember how to swing the club, actually hit the ball. Let's see where you go, Thomas. Good start.
How do you feel after that first shot, mate?
Just happy to be back.
First hole down, bogey, no good, not good start to the day.
Nothing crazy. The break has done the course incredible justice. It's worth coming out and checking out for a morning golf run.
Out here on the second hole, we're on the weekend. We came for a bit of a walk to have a look what was all the riffraff was about. This hole itself was actually full with maybe about 200 to 250 locals. Today, as you can see, it's just myself and Jess. Pretty damn quiet out here. The sand bunkers up here, we had little kids actually mucking around in them on Sunday that just passed. No kids today, it's just me and my ball in that sand bunker. So recently in the media, Jess, this course has actually been covered a lot on the radio and the papers. I saw something in the Age just regarding like the council wanting to have this as a public walking ground.
We came here, what, Sunday? Yeah. It was packed. Like, I'm not talking like 10, 15 people, I'm talking like hundreds. Every hole.
I'd say thousands. I'd say there was close to 1,000, 2,000
people everywhere. And when we spoke to them, we'll throw up the interview in a little bit. The consensus, I think, is people want a picnic ground.
Yeah.
People want like a botanical gardens in Northcote. So it's like, can you service both? And who knows, we'll chat about it as we play.
I would love to see a hybrid of golfers be able to be here until a certain point and then the rest of us be able to be here afterwards, because it's actually more beautiful than any of the parks with the hills and the trees, and yeah, we would come back here all the time. So my father is a golfer, he's horrified that we're here. My experience of golfers is that they're out here at like 7 in the morning, so I could imagine that by 4 p.m. or 3 p.m. you could have other people here. You would of course have to have people agree to be responsible for their own rubbish and stuff like that. No, I think the Mary Creek is great for a walking track, and once everybody gets back to being able to go away for the weekend, I think it's more about like picnic spots nowadays, but yeah.
So I've probably been playing this course for about 10 years. Obviously, as we said, we've been on a 2.5-3 month break. This shot right here is the best shot I've ever hit playing at Northcote on the 3rd hole par 3, looking at going for birdie.
Ooh, just hung it out.
On the weekend here, there were also a stack of people on this hole. This was probably the busiest hole out of a lot of them in terms of locals being here. It's the iconic 4th hole here at Northcote, the classic dogleg right. And when I mean dogleg, it's literally 90 degrees, 90 degrees. There's back and forth with the council and the golf course. The golf course wants to put up fences along holes 6, 7 and 8. I'll put up a little map here of where they want to put the holes. The locals want this to be a walking track. This morning there was a group in front of us. They went to tee off and there was actually people walking in the middle of the fairway. The golfers here were just waiting for them to get out of the way, people walking right up in their faces. If us golfers shank our shots left or shank our shots right, that it can prove to be a little bit dangerous for people just walking up and down the fairways, hence why the golf course and people like us, we do want a walking track, but just like on the outside of some holes.
Track.
At the middle of the fairway, let's go. Ever since this whole COVID pandemic has started, golf is pumping. There's already groups back up our ass and rearing to play. Northcote Golf Course is actually jam-packed. All the locals from all the moorland areas are coming together and they're actually smashing this golf course here. It's one of the busiest golf courses through this whole pandemic. So hard to get a tee time.
Course, the greens in good condition. The greens are a bit iffy, but I think it's more attributed to people just trampling them over the last couple of months. You know, as we were here on Sunday, there's a lot of dogs around, like digging up the course, bit of poo everywhere, people not picking up after their dogs. To the credit to the community, there's no rubbish. So whether that's the community picking it up or the golf course cleaning it, can't be upset about it. With everything's going on, it's very good. Looks like someone had a big weekend, forgot some thongs.
So 97 meters up a massive hill, as you can just see up here to the right. I'll be playing a pitching wedge. I can't see the hole.
Blind shot up to the green. Low skinny one. Might be okay.
Could be close, could be close. Let's have a look.
There we go.
This next hole, if I do say so myself, and as I've been told by Northcote Golf Course staff, is their feature hole. This is my favourite hole. Every time I come play here, when I used to come play with my dad, we used to hit 2-3 balls, see if we could get it a hole in one. This par 3 is beautiful.
Right at it. Ooh. Bad. I'll take that.
Two shots on the green, 2 birdie putts. So just walking up to the 6th here now. This is actually where the golf course is proposing to put the walking tracks. As you can see just across there, there's some nets. They're proposing to put a high fence up out of people's way, which I personally believe is a really good idea. People can walk in the mornings, throughout the day when people are playing golf, also at night at sunset, just as people are finishing off their tee time. In my opinion, the safest option, no balls, very tiny chance of a ball hitting someone through a fence and then landing on it.
226, par 4, like 4 iron?
Nah, mate.
Nah, driver.
When's the last time you laid up on a short par 4, Jesse? That's what I thought, never. Yeah, exactly right.
In a Bryson today, ladies and gentlemen. Cobra driver, extreme speed zone. Tonguing out a little bit right. Not everyone's Bryson DeChambeau, ladies and gentlemen.
I feel the rain crashing down.
Could be okay. Let's go this up. This hole here, if we turn around and we look this way here, there was actually a shot in the age, well, let's call it iconic if you will, that had heaps, probably like about 100 people in the background of it. This hole here was also packed on the weekend, little kids in the sand bunkers and whatnot. There's actually a petition for the golfers out there to not save the Northcote Golf Course, but just to keep it as it is, because I'm thinking about, correct me if I'm wrong, about 18 months time the lease for this land being a golf course is up, which obviously we want to renew. And yeah, there's a petition on that I'm going to put in the description to sign that for all the golfers and the locals that play here.
So this is where they want to put the first half of the walking track, coming over here across Mary Creek and then running it back down that way, isn't it? Back down that way.
So we got the 8th here, which is the only par 5 at Northcote. Dog legs up a hill, down a hill to the right.
As you can probably tell, I'm not the course local. This is the first time I've played it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's like got some tight turns, got some nice par 3s.
It's one of the cheaper local courses that's probably about 10 kilometers from the city. So that's also a really good aspect to have, a nice cheap course. A lot of juniors start playing their golf here.
Yeah.
A lot of parents bring their kids here. In summer they do have a lot of specials where it's unlimited golf after 3, for example. I know they had that when I was growing up, and it was really nice to have a course so close to me that was actually a pretty tidy course in good conditions, and I could just come here whenever I want after 3 and just take it leisurely and just play easy and just walk this beautiful course.
With Northcote, people want to be able to keep it as as a beginner's course. They want golf to be accessible. They don't want golf to be too stuffy and too hard to do, too hard to get into, too expensive. So you kind of need these like inexpensive beginner public courses to get people started in the game.
So I'm Trent McCarthy. I'm one of the counsellors here at Darebin.
What's your take on this, and what do you think the steps going forward?
I've got a lot of friends who are golfers. They've experienced the space in a different way during COVID. It's been really interesting to hear from them because they see a way for golf to occur at some parts of the day or on some particular days of the week. And the golfing community is quite diverse in terms of the people that their views on this. So there's some people that don't want it to change, and then there's some people that actually want to share the space. Can't have golf and other things happening at the same time.
Correct.
Because that puts people at risk. We all want to protect it. No one wants to see it ever sold off or
100%.
developed. And I'm actually really pleased to put through the policy to stop the council a few years ago from ever selling off any of the land.
Yep.
One of the things that's really important is when we think about any change of land use, it's absolutely essential that the traditional owners have a voice at the table, because they're the ones who, for instance, lived on this land, that we don't make any decisions about this until we've heard from them, and we hear from golfers, we hear from non-golfers, we hear from everyone, and try to have a really respectful conversation.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, people weren't using it for walking, people were just sitting down, picnicking, playing in the bunkers, and that's what I thought. What people want is that access to the course, not so much just a walking track. They want more of an actual parkland where they can just use. And I think, like, will a walking track suffice? Personally, by just seeing.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's entirely correct. So when the restrictions are gone, will there be such a high demand for use of big outdoor lands where people can go, I can go to the pub again.
Yeah.
I can go for brunch.
Decision should be made right now, where Melbourne's bleeding, really, when you think about it.
Well, that's right. You've got a lot of people that are under significant mental strain. So I've got a friend and her son, this is his activity.
Yep.
He gets him out amongst it. He's autistic. This is a sport that he loves and enjoys.
Beautiful.
And no one wants to see that taken away. So for young people, for older people, this space serves different needs. There are some people that would like to see some of the sections where golf isn't played rewilded, which is basically wildflowers, which then bring the bees back.
100%.
We know we've got a bit of a crisis there. So there's stuff that can be done that has no impact on golf and has no impact on it as picnic or parkland.
It's a win-win situation.
It's a win-win. There's an opportunity for a way forward where everyone is heard, and we find those win-wins. Like you say, the Venn diagram. What's in the middle there?
I'm new to the area, but it's from what I hear, it's a low-priced golf course.
$15.
Yeah, and like if you really want to play golf, and it's only a 9-hole, if you're really not a professional and you're just a bit of an amateur,
this is where I learned. I literally grew up on this course. I learned how to play.
I would vote, like if it was a vote amongst the residents here, I would vote for a golf course, because I think that's important. Even though I've come and visited here, and as a park, it is a fantastic space. But I think once people get their coffee shops and the restaurants all open again, it won't have the same meaning as it was. Support you guys.
Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
buddy. You have a nice day. Yep.
Nicely played. Great shot.
On the final ninth, leads beautifully back up to the clubhouse here. Let's see if we can finish the day off nicely. Got 108 to the pin. Bit of an uphill incline slope. I'm going to be going just a soft 9-iron. Bit left. Let's see if we can chip on and get an up and down for par. Let's see if we can finish off strongly, boys. Ooh! Par to finish off. It's been a great day. Been talking to some local members of the council. It's a real interesting view that people have on here, the Northcote Golf Course. A very beautiful golf course, might I add. And I do understand why people want to share this land. And it would be great to see if we can come to a comfortable medium. But I just love enjoying my golf here. I love playing Northcote Golf Course, my local golf course. And that's all from me, guys. See you next time.